tradition, a magnificent past, a land full of historic treasures from 13 civilizations. I'm talking about Turkey, and as Aarti Kapoor Singh found out that even if you spend a short time in Turkey, you can see a number of great heritage sites.
Fancy living in the past or celebrating the present? Can't make up your mind? Travel to Turkey and you will have the very best of both the worlds. Turkey has a 10,000-year-old heritage, much of which is still being uncovered. Its rich history is very much part of the present. Turkey reminds me of India in many ways. Its sheer natural diversity, immense sense of history and culture. It's a country caught between the past that hasn't quite caught up with the present yet. And then, of course, there's the food. So this is my lamb sheesh. Most of the food that we have on this table is quite similar to Indian cuisine. And since Istanbul was a prominent town on the spice route, the blandness of the West does not exist in this cuisine, and I'm really loving it. This is Taksim Square, the Oxford Street of Turkey. Home is where the booze and the hookah is. And this pedestrian street simply buzzes with life with the best watering holes, the best restaurants and options for trendy shopping. Great Turkish music, loads of trinkets. I couldn't have been happier. A typical souvenir to pick up is the Evil Eye charm. Turks are obsessed with the Nazar Banjuk, as it is known in the country. Turks also believe that this protects you from the covetous eyes of friends and strangers. The people are as much a part of the sightseeing as the monuments. Taksim is perhaps the most crowded area of Istanbul. And you can see not just natives but people from varied nationalities. Napoleon had once said if the world had to have one capital, it had to be Istanbul. And when I see the crowds behind me, I am convinced. This is Istiklal Street, which was actually a busy street during the Ottoman Empire as well. And now, as you can see, this is the natural side, this is the normal side on a daily evening. What is a visit to Turkey without being an audience to belly dancing of all kinds? Most of Istanbul is an open-air museum. What I'm about to see now is a very important part of the Ottoman Empire, the home and the harem of the Ottoman Sultans, the Topkapi Palace. The grounds are delightful and peppered generously with greenery. The palace boasts of the finest jewelry, weapons and playthings of the sultans amidst classic Byzantine architecture. Make sure the harem isn't closed the day you visit. The entertainment and cultural capital of Turkey is a delightful city of contrasts. Ruins suddenly emerge in the midst of spanking modern structures. The architecture of the Grand Sultan Ahmed Mosque is overwhelming. Built between 1609 and 1616 by Sultan Ahmed, it is known as the Blue Mosque because of its predominantly blue interior paintwork and strikingly beautiful hand-painted Iznik tiles. The 43-meter-high dome, more than 200 intricate stained glass windows and 20,000 handmade tiles from Iznik come together in brilliant visual harmony. I also find a quaint shop-cum-museum of hand-painted Iznik tiles. Each one of them is handcrafted and costs a bomb, though sometimes they may be worth it. By now, I'm itching to spend some lira. A trip to any city or a city tour is never finished without a trip to the shopping area, and that's exactly where I'm headed. The Grand Bazaar is the ultimate medieval shopping center with 4,000 shops. Great fun whether you buy or just browse. And what to pick here? Depending on your pocket, right from handicrafts to expensive jewelry. And important structure from the point of view of world history is this spice bazaar. This was the place where the barter and the exchange of spices brought in from Asia happened. Needless to say, it was an important landmark on the spice route as well. And I will always have Bollywood to thank for some great bargains. After a prolonged shopping spree, it was time to hop back into the Dolmash, the minibus. And I obviously will not miss the architectural landmark of Istanbul, the Hagia Sophia, or the Holy Church of Wisdom, which is another great surviving example of Byzantine architecture. The church was converted into a mosque by the Turks and then into a museum in 1935. The rich mosaic and marble interiors and the mystic quality of light streaming through 40 windows gives an overpowering feeling of being transported to another era. Between the protected Black Sea in the north to the Mediterranean south, the most interesting part is the river Bosphorus that divides Istanbul into 2 continents. And this perhaps is the only magical city that is geographically divided into 2 continents, Asia and Europe. The 2-hour Bosphorus cruise is highly recommended as a perfect way to round up a trip of adventure and discovery. In Turkey, when faced with a dilemma, do as the Turks do. Go home or go hard. I leave Turkey knowing that this is one place I shall certainly visit again.
Well, there's lots more on the other side of this break, so don't go away.